See how to transfer conversation from AI chatbot to human agent across different channels. So as you see here, our platform actually support all these 9 channels as you see here. So let's see how a particular conversation is actually transferred from AI chatbot to a live human agent. So let's look at the possibilities over here. So first of all, a conversation can be transferred to from AI chatbot to human agents when a customer service representative joins the conversation via the unified inbox. So here, if you go to this inbox, you can actually check the conversation or the chat happening from all these channels. So if a particular live agent replies to a particular customer from this chat itself, so here for example, this is a guest user. Actually it says the bot is active for this user. If a live agent simply jump in and talk with a particular guest user, so let me simply say hi over here, and this particular bot will be actually inactive and it will be actually transferred to the human. So here now we see this in the all conversation folder, and if you go to the bot conversation, we will also see this particular same conversation right here. But if we go to the human folder, we are not seeing that particular conversation. So here, as a human agent or a live support agent, I'm going to simply reply to this particular customer through this Omni-Channel inbox, and immediately this particular conversation will be actually transferred to the human folder and the bot will be deactivated automatically. So as you see here, bot active is already gone, and here if you click on this particular human folder, we can check the particular conversation in the human folder. But if we go to the bot folder, we are not actually seeing that anymore. This is just one use case, but what if it is actually a conversation from Facebook or Instagram? So let's say a particular customer send you a message through Instagram. So let me do that over here. So here I'm actually sending a message to Chatbot Media from a test account via Instagram and see what happens. So when I send hi, it should actually respond to us using the AI. It says, hello, how can I assist you today? So in this case, the bot is actually active. So a particular agent can simply, instead of using this Omni-Channel inbox, they can actually use the Instagram mobile app and respond to the customer. So if we go to the all conversation, here we can actually see this particular test account over here, and it says hi, and the bot is active over here. So now I'm going to do here is that instead of replying to this particular conversation through this Omni-Channel inbox, if I use Instagram app and send a reply to that particular customer, so let me send a reply as A. So even if I send a reply to the Instagram mobile app as Chatbot Media, we will actually, this particular conversation will be actually transferred to the human folder as well. So let me show that. So I'm going to send a reply A through the Instagram app, and here already I send the reply over here, and this particular conversation is automatically transferred to the human folder as you see here. So if you want to transfer this conversation back to the bot, you can simply tap on this button over here and it will simply activate the chatbot over here. And if you go to the bot conversation, we can actually track that particular conversation as well. So this is the case with Facebook as well. So even if you actually reply to a particular customer through your Facebook inbox as an admin, then the bot will be also automatically deactivated. So this is a very good feature over here, which helps you to efficiently manage the conversations between the agents and also the AI chatbot over here. So that's actually the first use case over here. So a conversation can be actually assigned to human agent from AI chatbot if the customer's message indicates their intent is to interact with the human agent. So this actually works when you have an AI chatbot activated. So here in this case, we already have an AI chatbot activated over here, because that's why when I send hi over there, it simply reply to me as how can I assist you today. And here this is the flow we are actually using over here. So AI default reply flow with auto human transfer. So this is just for an example over here. And here if you go to settings and integrations, everything related to automated responses is actually switched off, just to show you how this is actually set up. But here in the default reply, we actually choose this particular flow. So what happens is that when a particular customer send any sort of messages, they will actually send to the OpenAI right here, and it will simply generate a response over here. And here AI triggers. So this actually activated for the connect user to human. So this will be available to all accounts by default. So this particular trigger allows a particular conversation, or it actually simply enables a particular conversation to be transferred to a human agent if the customer's intent is to actually talk to a human. So let's say if a particular customer sends you a message on Instagram saying, can I talk with an agent? Then that particular conversation will be transferred to the human folder using this particular AI trigger, because the particular customer's message is to talk with an agent. So let me show that as well. So here in the same Instagram account, the bot is active. So here let me send a message, can I talk with a human, and see what happens. So this should automatically assign the conversation to the human folder. So let's see what happens. So it says, I have connected you with a human agent. They will assist you shortly. And as you see here, the bot active is gone. If we go to the human folder, we should see the same conversation right here. And if we go to the bot folder, we are actually not seeing that particular conversation because it's already transferred to the human folder. So now I have actually activated the bot once again. So here, third use case is the workflow triggers the action to transfer the conversation to human representative. So you can even use the custom flow builder to assign conversation to an agent, or you can even transfer the conversation at any point of the contact. So here you can use these actions over here. So here actions, and here in actions you have the inbox section. Here you can actually have different kind of options. You can actually auto assign conversation to an admin, and also you can even transfer the conversation to the human as well. Those kind of things are possible over here. So let me explain the specific trigger or the workflow we have in this particular AI default reply with auto human transfer. So here, this is the prompt we are actually having over here. You are a helpful assistant for CBB Plumbing Corporation. Respond to customers' question concisely in one sentence using only the provided business information. So here we have all these business information right here. Suppose here, if you cannot find an answer, simply reply with null. So here, if a particular chatbot or if a particular customer's question is not found in this particular business information, the OpenAI will simply result in the response as null. So we are actually saving the response from the OpenAI in the AI output field. So the AI output field will be filled with null if OpenAI cannot find an answer for a customer's question. So here what we are doing is that we are actually checking for a condition before we send the message to the customer. As soon as the OpenAI generate a response based on the customer's last input, we are actually checking AI output the condition. So if it is actually contains null, that means OpenAI couldn't understand the customer's question, or that particular customer's question is actually not found in the business information we have actually provided over here. So in this case, if it is actually null, we simply send a message to the customer saying, thanks for your message. Your conversation has been transferred to a human agent. They will review your inquiry and respond shortly. Appreciate your patience. And here we have set the actions over here, inbox actions. So here actions, inbox actions, to transfer the conversation to the human and also assign the conversation to an admin. So here you can auto assign the conversation to an admin. So this particular conversation will be assigned to one of the agent based on their availability and the number of conversation they have been already assigned to. So that's also another good feature over here. So here, if the AI output is not null, that means OpenAI has actually generated a response for the customer's question. So we can simply send that particular response back to the customer. So that will be the customer's answer right here. So that's just a quick overview of this particular flow. So let me actually make sure this bot is active over here. So here, if I ask any sort of questions about this particular business information we have here, it simply answers us. So here let me ask a question. So here they actually offer a 24/7 emergency services. So let me ask this question. Do you offer emergency services in New York? So this particular question, actually we have the answer within this business information. So it simply says, yes, we offer 24/7 emergency plumbing services in the New York. So here let's ask a question which is actually not found in this particular business information. So we don't have any information about the founder of this particular company. So let me ask this question. Who is the founder? So since this particular information is not in this particular business information, it should simply assign that this conversation automatically to the human. So let's see what happens. So it says, thanks for your message. Your conversation has been transferred to a human agent. They will review your inquiry and respond shortly. Appreciate your patience, because we don't have that founder information within this particular business information. But if we go to the inbox, we should actually see this particular conversation is actually assigned to the human folder. So this is already in the human folder and assigned to an agent as well. So here the AI output also null, because we actually don't have that particular founder information in that particular business information we have just provided over here. So this is just a quick demo of how you can actually effectively manage AI chatbot conversations with your live customer support agents. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. Thank you.